Hello everyone, what's going on? It's your boy Sigma6 here, and today, well, I'm going to show you how to make 4 different wells. Let's get into it. So as you can see, we kind of have a rustic kind of wooden forest one, and then you have your desert well, and then you have your nether well, and then you have your amazing, glorious, cherry blossom kind of fantasy type well. And let's take a quick peek at these absolutely cute and stunning looking axolotls in the brand new update. Oh my goodness, just can't get enough of them. Okay, so for your kind of rustic forest one, you're going to want to make a 3x3 square by just putting these spruce logs in the corners. And you take some wooden slabs, put them right in the middle there, and there's your base. So once you're done with your base, you kind of dig a hole. It doesn't really matter how deep it is. I think this is probably the optimal depth. Just going down by 2 blocks and then filling this in with stone. And I like the stone. You could use any like stone brick or something, but I think cobble, it's easy and it looks nice. Once you're done with that, you take your spruce fences and you put each in each corner, and then you go up 2. Once you go up by 2, you take your spruce trapdoors, you put it in each corner like so, and then you kind of fill that in with some slabs. Now before you say you're finished, quickly take yourself some chains and hang it from the ceiling. And if you want to, see, this is why I like to keep it shallow, because just so I can connect the chain to the bottom like so. And yeah, there's your rustic, nice wooden well. Alright, now for the sand kind of desert looking one, you're going to want to start out by taking some sandstone in each corner, just like the previous one. Take some sandstone slabs, throw them in on each side, and then go up 2 with these sandstone walls again. Now that that's done, you're going to want to put your water at the bottom, and like I said, the depth of about 2 is good enough, and you fill it basically up with whatever kind of sand block would match the well. Now that you have that done, you take your slabs and put them on each corner here, and you put one right in the middle, go up 1 or 2, break it like this, and then now you have a centerpiece. Now that you have the centerpiece, take these sandstone stairs, place them upside down in that the middle slab there. And now that you have that done, there's your sand well. Alright, so for your nether well, basically you're going to want a lot more space because it's now a 5x5 like this. And in each corner, you of course put your warped, warp stem. Now that you have the warp stem in each corner, you're going to want to go up on each about 3. And now that you have 3 done, you go inwards with this like so. And then you go up like that. You do that for each one. Now that you have this, you just fill in these top pieces with these, and then you cap each stump piece off with this warped wooden planks. Now we are almost complete, but you must of course fill in the ceiling like so. And so these are going to be your nice accent blocks, these crimson slabs, and you just go up like this. You fill this in with this. And then, of course, you just kind of top off the center like this. And there's your nice little well. Or at least the top of the well. We're not done completely yet. You take these crimson wooden slabs and you go like this on each side. And now, once this is done, you're going to want to take this kind of the floor here. You're going to want to mine down about 2 blocks down. Fill this with sea lanterns. Because I assume in the nether, you of course don't have water, but you do have cool stained glass which looks like enchanted water. So yeah, that's kind of like your design for the water inside of there. Okay, and for the final well, which is kind of like the enchanted tree, you're going to want to get these materials in the bottom hotbar. So we're using 3 brand new blocks, the amethyst and the bucket of axolotl. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, there's no real reference for how wide you want to make it, but I typically like to go, for the 5x5, or I'm sorry, 7x7 type tree for just the corner pieces, just because it establishes a nice kind of space. But once you build in where there's really no dimensions for it, you just kind of got to spam click. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go up like this a little bit with these birch blocks on each corner, make a meet in the middle, and make sure you don't have like some big kind of knotted pieces, because then it kind of makes it look less like a tree and more like just a solid birch block. So yeah, now that you have this done, you kind of want to just polish it up a little bit. You might want to make it go a little higher so you get a little more space. And yeah. Okay, so now with your kind of roots here, you're going to want to start building up on the tree. So for the tree, you just kind of build up like this, and then you start branching out with branches, because, well, this is a tree after all. And I suggest going kind of like with the 4 you kind of did at the bottom, except this one you can go a little wilder, going out with the branches. Just like I said, make sure you don't have blocks that are, or branches that are like thicker like this. Make sure you don't have like that, because then it just kind of looks weird. You kind of want it to be twiggy and branchy, but still kind of have a nice size to it. With the basic frame of that wood now, you basically just take some pink wool and you add some leaves to the top. So for this, same thing as it would, you just kind of randomly click around. And if you see any like kind of abnormalities, like just pieces that are sticking up like this, kind of break them and smoothen it out a little bit, but still keep it a little jagged because, well, nature is not perfect, and there's not perfect symmetry in trees like this, so you just kind of gotta do what you think looks best. Okay, now with the tree almost done, you want to take some pink stained glass and replace some of these blocks just to kind of give it a more kind of magical feel to it, and makes it look, I guess, a little nicer. Makes it kind of pop out as opposed to most trees. Okay, now that we're almost done, we of course cannot forget the water that is at the bottom here. So for the water, you're going to want to basically just kind of carve yourself out a little hole here. Nothing special, just kind of something that looks a little abstract and not perfect, because it kind of gives it more of a more natural kind of vibe to it. Fill the bottom here, this dirt with some just stone blocks. Oh, and get yourself some sea lanterns so that it kind of glows at nighttime. It looks really nice. And before you're almost done here, you're going to want to get some stone slabs and kind of border this, because I don't know if axolotls can go out of the water, but just in case, and also just to kind of make it look nicer, nice and bordered, you go like this with the slabs. Just go around the border. Okay, we are almost complete. Before we fill this up with water, get yourself some soul lanterns and just kind of put them on the tips of these trees, or tree branches here, or maybe like a little bit like in the corner here. And the reason why is because it adds some nice light and also kind of adds some texture to the build. So now once you have that done, get yourself some amethyst clusters, the brand new beautiful looking block. And basically surround the base of the tree with it just so it kind of gives it more light and more kind of color to make it pop. And now to the finishing touch, get yourself a nice water bucket and just fill this thing in with some water. And now, the beautiful finishing touch, the axolotls inside. Look at these guys. How can you tell me that these guys aren't the cutest thing in freaking Minecraft? Alright. So yeah, those are your 4 wells. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And yeah, that's about it. Peace out, guys.